Welcome back, everyone. And first of all, thank you for tuning into IO News. And today we have a special guest that is Steve Suarez. And we're going to talk about a very special project. I have to tell you straight away that I really love the content you're putting out there. I think it's really 360-degree content for the gamers and not only for for the gamers. So welcome, Steve, and thank you for joining us here.
Thank you so much for having me on the program, Simona. I really appreciate it.
So maybe for those who are not familiar with Ultimate Gamer, can you tell us a bit more, brief introduction and the background?
Absolutely, absolutely. So Ultimate Gamer was created to be the first and only multi-genre esports and gaming proving ground, right? Focused on bringing gamers from all over the world and all skill levels together to celebrate gaming through competition. You know, so it's bringing the 99 percenters, right? We're not really the 1 percenters. We're really focused on the 99 percenters, people that just love to game, love to be part of a community, and it's free to join our community. And currently we have 1.7 million registered users, and we started promoting it in June. So we've seen really fast growth, and we anticipate by the time the main event comes around on March 1st, we'll have close to 10 million registered gamers from all over the world joining us and celebrating with us.
Cool. And what inspired you to actually found the Ultimate Gamer at the first place?
So, when I started looking at, I have three little boys, first of all, right? 10, 8, and 6, who absolutely love to play video games. And started really looking at the space. And I quickly realized that this incredible community of 3 billion people was very siloed. And I thought there was a very great and unique opportunity to build a community completely agnostic of what you play on, whether you play on PC, console, or on mobile, whether you like first-person shooter games or sports games or battle royale games. I thought there was an opportunity to bring the entire community together. And then even more interesting than that was that, in the fitness world and in the sports world, who the fittest people on earth are and all those kind of things, right? In the Olympics, they do it. And I thought there was a very unique opportunity to find the best gamer in the world. We currently know who the best FIFA players are and the best Fortnite players are, but nobody could say they're the best gamer in the world unless they could play across all the different platforms and genres. So really, it was a passion for bringing unique experiences to people and building audiences, and we're really having a lot of fun and enjoying it.
So yeah, that's true. And you put so cool 1 million prize pool for as you mentioned, the best
Mhm.
gamer in the universe competition. So and there's it includes all four kinds of the games. So what's been response like, and where do you see it goes? Because it's quite cool competition, let's say.
Yeah, look, I think the response has been extraordinary across the entire community, from sponsors to gamers, just people that have been in the industry for a long time. Oftentimes, I always get when I'm in conversations like, "I wish I would have thought of that." Right? So how do we? We're finding that we're the only people in the world finding the best gamer on earth, and then we're giving away $1 million, which is a large prize pool in gaming. You see
Yeah.
some of the world championships, which is really catered to the 1 percenters, and some of these teams are entering some really large competitions for big prize pools. But for the most part, this is probably the fourth or fifth largest prize pool in gaming in the world. So I think the gamers deserve that, and we're going to give that out over time. And hopefully one day we'll have the largest prize pool, and it'll be the biggest prize in gaming, being the Ultimate Gamer.
So cool. And as you mentioned, the Ultimate Gamer has almost 2 million registered gamers. I mean, it's amazing. So it shows, some pretty successful marketing. I mean, you seems to be really humble, but I mean, come on. So how did you manage to achieve that? I mean,
Hey, look, we want to be the top destination for gamers, the most inclusive community in the world. We want people of all ages, origins. Right now, we currently have over 78 different countries, people from 78 different countries registered to compete in in the Ultimate Gamer and be part of the Ultimate Gamer community. We have a great team. We have some of the top minds in marketing and creatives on our team. And I think also, some of the cool stuff that we're doing outside of just the competition, because the competition is what we do as a community. We come together once a year to celebrate gaming through this competition. But throughout the year, we do a lot of charitable work. We do a lot of competitions for free for charities. We create a lot of really cool content. So we're putting out content all the time. We have some incredible show. We have a great podcast. We have a great show called Inside the Game. We're creating the Spotlight series where we really go around and capture the stories of people around the world, why they're passionate about gaming, what are their struggles, what are their achievements, right? And celebrate both our struggles and our achievements together. So we're very excited about how the reception we received from the community and look to continue growing upon that and becoming the world's largest gaming community in the world, where the world comes to play.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you. I really recommend to everyone for check for themselves the Ultimate Gamer, because the content you're putting out there. I mean, as I said, it's 360-degree content. I really like that it's not just about the games, let's pair, but it's really about the lifestyle, about the background stories, of the players. So it's all kind of like lifestyle slash gamer concept. What I think it's very trendy and popular at the moment when it comes to the community, right? So, and can you tell us a bit more also about the content you're putting? Because I went through it, and I have to say that it was very interesting, because even the gamers and the players were explaining how it actually elevate their life and help their life, actually, that they used to do some dumb stupid shit before, and because of the playing and the esports, they got focused on something better. So maybe you can tell us more about that.
Yeah. So, I mean, look, I think you hit the nail on the head, right? The Ultimate Gamer community is not just about gaming.
Yeah.
It's about people. It's about the 99 percenters. And we want to celebrate people in this community. And gaming is a big part of it, right? But we love to hear the stories on people's lives and how gaming has changed their lives, how gaming is providing people a chance to get a free education. In the United States right now, there's hundreds of colleges that now have scholarships for gamers.
Yeah.
One of the things that I'm really proud of is we have created with the Christopher Reeve Foundation the first ever adaptive gaming division in a real competition. So we have handicapped gamers competing in their own division and really thriving under these circumstances, and we're giving them a platform to really shine and have fun and connect. Our deal with the Department of Justice and what we're doing with the Army versus Navy, this pandemic has really affected people both really negatively in a lot of places, right? And isolation is one of the biggest parts that is really affecting people. Depression, isolation, and we see with the armed forces that isolation is the number one cause for suicide. So what we've done through our community and Ultimate Gamer is unite people from across the world so they can communicate, play together, and then really enjoy themselves, right? And kind of bring them back, bring them hope, bring them back to what they love to do and bring them joy in their life. So, this content that we're creating is all a part of that. We want to bring Ultimate Gamer to the world, and we want people to come in and celebrate with us.
Yeah, I mean, in the end, what's the most important is to give back, as you said. So, and you got also very impressive background in organizing, very successful events. So it's obvious that you know what works with the audiences. So, in your opinion, what makes the gaming and the esports so appealing? Especially to the Gen Zs and the millennials.
Yeah, you know what I personally love the best about gaming is that it's really the ultimate unifier. It's one of the ways, me as a father, that I get to connect with my kids, and really we love it. We come after they've done all of their sports and after they've done all of their school, we'll sit down together and we'll play video games, and we have such a great time. And they beat me up because I'm awful and they're great, and they beat me up and they get to laugh at me. And and we really connect. So, it really brings people of all backgrounds. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. It doesn't matter what culture you come from. Gaming is truly, we're all on an even playing field when we're gaming. And it's truly ultimate unifier. It really is. Like, you can't just get up and, go play basketball with a bunch of people, or football, and it's limited. Like, there's an opportunity, just the ultimate gamer, and there's other communities that exist in the world, but just the ultimate gamer community, you have over 2 million people right now that you can connect with immediately right now on the ultimate gamer arena, and talk to them and play against them, and feel like you're part of something. So, and games by nature, or gamers by nature, are probably the most competitive people in the world, right? Whenever you play a game, doesn't matter what game you play, you're always trying to either reach the next level or beat the other guy. So I think people have been looking for an opportunity like this, to have bragging rights, and to say, hey, I'm the best gamer on earth. So it's been great, and people are really taking to it, and the community is buying it, and it's free. I mean, I encourage everybody to ultimategamer.com, join, and be part of our community, and add to the community, because that's all we're trying to do. We're trying to be the most inclusive community in the world, bring everybody with us. We're not competing against anybody. We're just really truly celebrating this beautiful community.
So, but I could not agree with you more, because we speak with so many, the CEOs and the co-founders of the video game and esports organizations, and I have to tell you, is number one response is like, I really connect with my children. Actually, there's even like, the guys who really were inspired by their children to even establish and launch the project. Because I'm really, because maybe 5, 7, 10 years ago, there were these like uh um there was this perception, it's brainwashing, the video games are brainwashing the
Yeah.
children, and stuff like that. And
Brainwashing. Yeah.
yeah, and I'm really happy that it's changing, and the parents themselves, they're acknowledging that, no, we're actually connecting through this with our kids, and it's safe for them than going through the hoods and on the streets trying some shit. So
Correct.
I really agree with you, but the question is,
Yeah.
so
And
yeah.
no, go ahead.
No,
I'm
no, no, no,
sorry.
no, go, tell me.
No, that I agree wholeheartedly with you. And I think, gamers and gaming has a stigma on it, right?
Yeah.
Where, to your point, people say it's bad, or it's not healthy. Look, I think, as a father, my personal opinion on it, not as a CEO of a gaming company, is that in life you have to have balance. I think if you deprive your kids of playing video games, I think you're doing them a disservice. I think video games teach them very valuable lessons. Um, and I think it's okay. But my kids, and I'm the CEO of a major gaming company, they still go to school, they still play their sports, they still have their times, and they have their time that they're allowed to game, and I think that's actually healthy. And they connect with their friends, and you hear them talking to their friends from school, and they have such a great time. So mental health issues are real, and I don't think they can be ignored. But I don't think they belong to gaming. I think it's unfair to say that mental health issues are caused by gaming. Or mental health is a real issue in this world, and we need to really, really, really focus on it and pay attention. And people shouldn't suffer in silence, but it's not because of gaming.
Exactly.
Gaming, in fact, as we see with the Department of Justice and the Department of Defense, what we're doing with the Army and Navy is actually helping people cure their mental illnesses, and their isolation, and their loneliness and depression. So, anyways, I'll sorry to interrupt you, but that was just my take on that.
No, no, no. It's actually, it was very, very great point. And the even the kids these days, they have huge aspirations to become the professional, the esports players,
Mhm.
and we have to be realistic. I mean, the average kid has definitely the higher chances to become the professional esports player than to become next Beckham. I mean, I mean,
Oh yeah,
definitely.
yeah,
So, I mean, it's
100%. 100%. And listen, these kids nowadays, they're living in a different generation than when I grew up. I'm a little older. I'm 41 now, but the content creation, right? The content creation that's happening is so creative. what a lot of these kids are doing. And I call them kids because they're younger than I am, but incredible, and the influence they have on the way. So I just hope that we teach them that they have a responsibility, because they have this influence, right, over such large audiences, to really be positive and give good messaging, and be positive in what they do, to make this world a better place. And I think they don't quite understand yet the power that they have and the influence that they have. And I think one of the things that we want to focus on is telling them, hey, with this power and this influence comes great responsibility, and don't take that lightly, and be a positive and a beacon of hope and light in this world through your influence. So, but it's great to watch. It's fun to watch.
Yeah, it is. I'm gonna be in a few months 31, and I'm still like, I'm just, these Gen Zs. I mean, I'm not obviously old. I'm obviously not old, but let's say I'm the oldest millennial out
Yeah.
there. So
Yeah.
when I'm seeing, those teenagers, I mean, it's insane. It's literally insane, like
Yeah.
how fast, the brain function, and how demanding they are, and the content creation for them, there are the marketing, agencies and the specialists who try to figure out, but sometimes those cool kids, they already figure it out, and they're putting like the best content out there. So
It's
that's how it
insane.
is.
It's
That's
it's
how.
it's so cool to watch.
Yeah, it is. It is. But the question is, where do you see the ultimate gamer in the future? So, what are your ambitions with that?
I just hope that Ultimate Gamer is the world's largest, community of gamers, most inclusive community of gamers, and really bridging that gap between all the gamers in the world, and being a positive influence on this community, and shedding more light on it, and just bringing more people into celebrating gaming through this one competition, and creating great content that has a positive impact on the world, and really touching people's lives, and doing a lot of charitable work, and raising the adaptive community up through it. And this is really truly about the 99 percenters, and we want to celebrate that.
So great. I mean, we could not end up this interview better. And thank you, Steve, for sharing with us your insights. I'm pretty sure that our viewers will find it very interesting. And, we'll keep it up with you. And let's
Please
see.
do, and thank you for having me on. And anytime, I'm available anytime. I really enjoyed the conversation, and best of luck to you and the
Thank you
program.
so much. We definitely have to catch up and to see, because I'm quite sure that you're gonna make it big, and you have a great value behind the company. So it's gonna be for sure epic. So thank you so much,
Thank you
Steve, and
so
have a
much.
nice day.
You too. Thank you for having me. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.